Imran is conscious of the contradictions that abound here. A country where the Prime Minister can host a garden party for successful cricketers just a full toss away from the poorest slums. But the cream of society wants to share the victory, and every politician wants Imran on his side.
So, this is Richard, who's come from Australia, 60 minutes.
Prime Minister, a great pleasure to meet you.
Welcome to Pakistan.
Thank you very much indeed.
Is it your first visit?
Yeah, no, second. Are you proud of the young boy?
Oh, yes, they've done extremely well.
If he was to go into politics, he'd be the right man to have on your team, would he?
I offered him a long time ago, but he declined. I don't know why.
Sensible.
My offer is still valid.
Well, I really have thought about it, because I was offered twice to come into politics. And really, it's something I know that, one must know one's limitations. I know I'm not meant to be a politician.
Do you care about the corruption that pervades the country here?
Yes, of course, one cares. We try and everywhere you go, if you go to a dinner table, the main conversation, no matter where you go, is invariably comes on politics, the sort of what's wrong with the society. And yet people seem incapacitated to do anything. And that's why I say that I try and do what I can, and I realize my limitations.
But do you need a revolution?
Yeah, I think so. I think maybe a revolution is the answer, provided it's the right one.
You don't feel the situation here is hopeless?
Hopelessness is a sin in Islam. It's very specifically in Quran it states that for a Muslim to ever think of hopelessness as a sin, which I kept telling my team, by the way, during the World Cup and things were the worst, lowest ebb.
Zaman Pa ki kaun si team hai?
Because of one man, cricket has become a second religion in Pakistan. This is where Imran played his first game.
We had very high cricketing standards here.
It's a classy concrete pitch in the Toffs end of town. But now kids are taking up the bat and ball all over the country.
Cricket has become a passion in this country. In the past 6 or 7 years, one-day cricket has completely transformed the society.
And while we were at this historic ground, I couldn't resist asking for one more favour. Come on, give me a catch on the next one so I've got something to take home.
Okay.
Imran is now nearly 40. Though he says his cricketing career is almost over, he certainly hasn't run out of steam. He's a fierce, courageous and generous sportsman. But these days he's devoting most of his energy to other, more lasting things. Imran still has to raise millions to pay for the cancer hospital. So most evenings you can find him raking in the rupees from those willing to pay for the privilege of just being in the same room. Do you like Imran Khan?
Yeah, who doesn't?
Who doesn't? There are women all over the world that like him.
Yeah, but I think they can see the person through the features, I think. Yeah, he's good looking, but I think basically he plays well and he's a nice guy.
He's extremely nice, isn't he?
Yeah.
So when are you going to break a lot of hearts and get married?
Well, let me just say one thing about marriage. I view marriage in a very straightforward manner. I think that it's a huge responsibility to have, and especially to have children, which is the main reason one must get married. And really, if one doesn't feel one can live up to that responsibility, one shouldn't go into it. Because, you stand to wreck other people's lives. And I've seen it happen. I mean, in cricket, it's a full time, you go all over the world traveling 4 months on a cricket tour. Then you again come back and go somewhere else. I mean, to do justice to a marriage the way a cricketer leads his life, I don't know, some players might have done it, but I've seen a lot of cricketers' marriages on the rocks. And I've always felt that I wouldn't have done it justice.
He's an extremely good-looking man, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Does everyone think that?
Most of the girls do, I think.
Do they? Is that
Yeah.
why there's so many young girls here tonight?
Yes, I think so. But most of the girls have bought the ticket because they wanted to pay tribute to the national hero.
To the national hero?
Yeah.
Not just the most eligible bachelor?
No, not just that. And we pay lots of respects to him for what he did for Pakistan.
At one stage there, a chap came up and put one of those, well, what to a Westerner, are funny hats on your head, and you knocked it away almost disdainfully, I thought. Why was that?
Well, he'd crowned me. It was a crown meant for kings. And, you know, obviously it embarrassed me. I mean, I couldn't wear a crown. I don't, you know, I mean, it's embarrassing.
It might be embarrassing for Imran Khan, but that is the way that millions of Pakistanis feel. To them, he is their king of cricket.
I don't consider myself a messiah, and I don't consider that I can solve people's problems. But I do feel that whatever I can do in the position I am, I must do that. And that's a big responsibility.